Sort by rarity. Sort by rarity. No legendaries, and we got... Well, we ended up getting really bad rares. So I guess we're not building around our rares. So have to build around our pool. Our blood is mediocre. We did get a Dread Factory. So Theros might be a thing. We got a Mind Rack Sorcerer, which is also great with Dread Factory. So that's worth being mindful of. Our diamond pool is pretty god-awful. Our best rare is probably our diamond rare, but our pool for diamond is god-awful. Our ruby pool is also fairly awful. Wow. What is up? So our sapphire pool hopefully is deep. Okay, our sapphire pool is not bad. It's actually pretty decent. And our wild pool is... it's okay. Yeah, wild pool's okay. I think... what I'm thinking might be great here is... I'm trying to make a call here. I think we're gonna go sapphire and blood. I think that's our best option. So let me see what that would look like if we build it out. Oh, we have 2 blood bearers. I didn't even notice that at first. Alright. Naive can be left behind. Mind Call Sork. Tales of Undeath is pretty nice. Waltz of the Damned is a little too expensive. Underworld Recruiter is very good. Or Officer is very good. Mosh Pit Gladiator is very good. I don't like this card, but a lot of people do. This could be good with Dread Factory. So let's include it for now. Okay. If we're playing Dreadling Tech Euro, Gyronaut's pretty decent. Cloudbounder. We got 3 Cloudbounders? Wow, I didn't even realize we had 3 of them. That's super good. This again could be great with Dread Factory as a win con. This is a great removal-ish. Great, great. Okay, now we're in the phase where we're gonna have to start making cuts. Vigilant Duskling is super good. I don't think we're gonna need Conceal. I don't think we need Conceal. Wind's Whim is also super good. Illusory Form, I think that's how you say it. It's also super good because it comes into play exhausted. It could be a way to get Orbiculum more value. It doesn't revert, so it could be a good way to get Tale of Undeath to go off. So it's also a good way to save a troop. So this is what we're looking at. 26. Am I missing anything I really want to play? Wind's Whim. I'm just gonna put in everything that I kind of want to play. Crackling Tide will pass. Change Course will pass. Cavern Sentry will pass. So now it's a question of whether or not, what champion are we playing? Are we playing Theros? Probably not. We're not heavily committed to Dreadling Tech here. I don't think we have enough Underworld troops to really make Dreadling Tech work. We have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Dreadling, or Underworld troops. Plus 9 if you count Windborne Ascension. I don't think that's enough. Did I miss one? I might have missed one. 1, 2, 3. Let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, 11. Okay, that's a little bit better. So that might be worth playing Cavern Sentry and committing harder to Dreadling Tech. But we don't have some unique activators. Like, we don't have the 3-cost Scrounge 1 guy that creates 3 Dreadlings. So double Bloodbearer these might be cuts to consider. I would say definitely cut both of them if it wasn't for Dread Factory and Dread Transport. So we're banking a little bit on this Dread Factory to actually provide us with some value. All in all, I've got some interesting things to think about. For example, I could definitely think about playing Takahiro. I could definitely think about playing Theros. And then I also can think about playing Bloodspinner Zorath, because all of them are pretty decent. It's just now a matter of, like, what do I cut? Do I cut Wind's Whim? Do I cut Dread Deployment? What do I cut to make this all work? I need to cut 4 cards in total. I think I'm happy with what this looks like now. If I play both of the Blood Bearers, I don't necessarily need Taste for Blood. But Taste for Blood on, like, something like a Gyronaut or a Vigilant Duskwing could be super good. Moshpit Gladiator is a great 4-drop with evasion. My wife is yelling at my kids because they keep taking off their clothes. Oh my god, these kids, they're crazy. So really really the thought process here is whether or not I'm going for Theros or whether or not I'm going for Bloodspinner Zorath. Either way, I kind of want to keep everything in here that's Dreadling Tech. Oh man, it's a hard call. I think Theros is best. That's what I want to say, at least. Which makes me think playing Cavern Sentry is probably better. It's such a hard call to make, though. Alright, let's just start cutting a few cards. So let's cut Wind's Whim. Let's cut Orbiculon. It's 2 conditional. Let's cut Bloodeye Defiler, because we have a lot of 5-drops, even though most of these 5-drops are actually 3-drops. We can talk more about that later. Okay. I think I really need to keep this Vigilant Duskwing. I think I really need to keep this Moshpit Gladiator. So we're looking to cut 1 more card. I would say cut Illusory Form, but it could provide real big value to us, because it's essentially going to save a troop and help us get a exhaust trigger to go off. What is our last cut going to be? I think the Cloudbounders are all necessary to keep. I think I'm going to have to cut a Bloodbearer, even though I really like it. I think having a taste for blood is probably better than having 2 Bloodbearers. At least that's what I'm going to tell myself. So what if I cut a blood rare? How many troops do we have? We'll count Windborne Ascension as an effective troop. It's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 troops. Let's just do that count one more time. This is with double blood bear. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 with double blood bear. Okay. And then the last consideration is whether or not I play Dread Deployment. Whether or not I play Theros over Bloodspitter Zorath. The thing I like the most about Bloodspinner Zorath is if I don't draw the Dread Factory, and I don't draw the Dread Transport, or both of them are dealt with, I will still have a way to get Dreadlings to continually untap my Gyronaut. I guess the other consideration is cut Gyronaut and play Theros. That's something I can do as well. It's so hard to make this cut. It's very hard to make this cut. What does Tormented Locksmith do again? Let me double check. When you have more cards in hand than each opposing champion, this has +7/+7 and unblockable. That is pretty good. And you can draw 2 cards on Diligence Trigger. Alright, I like the way this list is looking. I'm still trying to think about the Blood Bear pick. Do I keep the Blood Bear? Do I get rid of it? It's a really tough call. I think I get rid of it. Oh man. Such a hard time. I think I get rid of it. I think I play Bloodspinner Zorath. And yeah, we'll just go with that. Get rid of it. Again, the other decision I have is, do I get rid of Taste for Blood? Taste for Blood or a Blood Bear? That's really what I'm looking at here. Taste for Blood, Blood Bear. I think Dread Deployment's too good to get rid of. You can summon 4 Dreadlings in a single turn. But I don't know. If I'm not going Theros and I don't have enough Dreadling creation, is the Tactician worth it? That's the other question. Is Tactician worth it? Maybe Tactician's a cut. Oh my god. Why is this so difficult? So Bloodspinner Zorath. If we cut Tactician, we miss out on any Dread Transport activation, all of the Bloodspinner Zorath activations, expiration. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with this. Everything else looks great. It's just whether or not I play the champion I play, and then whether or not I play Tactician or not. I think I have enough valuable things to play without Tactician. Tactician's only going to notice value on Dread Transport, Dread Deployment, and Expiration. Oh, and Dread Factory. I can't forget about Dread Factory. Okay, Tactician's staying. Still need to make a call on Taste for Blood. Can't think of anything else to cut. I mean, maybe Tale of Undeath. Maybe Tale of Undeath is a card I cut. But it's just hard to think that that value would not be better. Let me see. What's the last consideration? The last consideration is probably, is Dread Deployment worth it? Do we have Wombo? And without Theros, I guess we don't have Wombo. So actually, I think the cut's going to be Dread Deployment. I hope I'm right making that cut. So this looks like it'll be our deck. We've got 5 1-drops. We've got 6 2-drops. 3 3-drops, 2 4-drops. 5 5-drops, so 3 of them are really 3-drop. So we have like 6 3-drops. So 5 1-drops, 6 2-drops, 6 3-drops, 2 4-drops, 2 5-drops, and then 2 variable cost 7-drops. Probably Taste for Blood will be free. Consult the Talon will probably cost 1. So we're looking at 6 1, 6 2, 6 3, 2 4, 2 5, 1 0. Yeah. Seems pretty decent. We're at a 57-43 split, so we'll do 9 Sapphire. We'll do 8 Blood. And that's our deck. We have some decent sideboard stuff, but because this is sealed Gauntlet, we're never going to see it. An argument could be made for Sapphire's favor, potentially getting our Blood Spinner Zorath charge on turn 5. That would be pretty sick. But it's not something that we need to play. So yeah, this is it. Locking it in. Alright, yeah. So that's our sealed deck. And again, just to look at the pool again, I'll show you the cards we didn't play with. We have, this is our Sapphire, or our Diamond pool. It's not that great. You can see that we got the Moonrise Elder, we got a Duskwing Priest, we got a Battle Scrivener, that's pretty good, and the Royal Halberder, that's pretty good if you're committed to Diamond. Storm Rider, that's decent. Tale of Compassion, okay. And then this if we commit to Ruby, but the pool is really just not great. There's a lot of unplayables, like, you know, Friar Tusk I consider pretty much unplayable. Even though I've been beat by that card before. Ruby, same thing. Just a very small amount of decent cards. Rust Bucket, Stalagmage, Battlefield Ironsmith, Astro Transmuter, Bolster's Ballad, Explosive Interlude, but that's really it. I mean, and we got the Puke Troll if we go into Wild. Our Wild pool is actually really good. We still have cards in Sapphire that we could play if we wanted to, like the Cavern Sentry, like the Conceals, like the Dingle. Wade's Wind. So we have some combat trick based Sapphire stuff we could play. And then our Wild pool is actually pretty decent. We got Gargolith, that would have been decent play. We have a Gift of the Manti. Gargolith is like a 2-for-1 card because you'll get some value out of the one shot with the Spell Shield. You usually save a troop, you might even get a combat trick to go through at the same time. Or prevent them from attacking based on the one shot. We also got a Wakazashi War Bunny, a Fluff Tail Cloud Killer, Eager Lackey. So some real good arguments can be made for playing Wild as a primary. I could have easily played Wild as a primary here. We also have the Burly Botanist. But I don't think it's the same power level as our Sapphire. And it's really hard to make that call because an argument can be made either way. There are a lot of things I really like about this Wild pool. One of the things I dislike is how many natural cost 5 cards you would play. Let me see if I'm off on that. No, it's actually about the same. We'd have 2 natural cost fibers. We'd want to play the Burly Botanist and the Howling Plains Rider. We could easily make an argument for still playing Wild over playing Sapphire. I don't know. It's a pretty good pool. Three crossing swords is a good combat trick too, especially for troops that have diligent triggers. And Shoku's Garden is good in combination with Dread Factory. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm making a mistake by not going wild here. Hey, Lutz. Alright, well, it's something to ponder. I'll think about it some more. But on that note, I think it's time to end the stream because my kids are going to bed. So, maybe I'll leave this stream up, I'll put them to bed, and then maybe we'll play a game. But now I'm really thinking about Wild. I might be making a mistake by not playing Wild. I don't know. We'll think about it some more. I'll be right back.